Clear has been given for the Cayce neighborhood impacted by today's hazmat situation.
News 19's Cayce Gushu is live outside Crystal Clean on Poplar Street with residents' details on what they experienced. Cayce?
JR, neighbors here told me they were confused more than scared when firefighters knocked on their doors and told them to evacuate with their pets.
I got woken up at 8:30 by firefighters. You know, they were putting cones out in the street, telling everybody that they should shelter in place for now. And then about 15 minutes later, the police knocked on our door at like 9 o'clock, had us evacuate.
An unusual wake-up call for some Cayce residents this morning. Luke Shealy lives diagonally across the street from Crystal Clean Waste Management Disposal. Thursday morning, City of Cayce Fire, Lexington Fire, Columbia Fire, and their hazardous materials team responded to a hazardous waste situation on Poplar Street.
When I first evacuated or came out of the house, the smell was bad then as well, just a chemically smell.
Residents with disabilities were allowed to shelter in place. All residents were told to power down their HVAC systems. But it was no surprise many residents' concerns laid with their pets, including Susan Paquette.
Well, my dog is diabetic and I hadn't given her insulin shot this morning. So I needed to get in and get it so that she wouldn't be delayed.
Paquette was escorted to get the insulin by law enforcement. Meanwhile, students at Brooklyn Cayce High School were on lockdown. Chloe Richardson studies at the Lexington II Innovation Center and says they were held there until they could return to their main campus or their parents gave permission to leave.
They had told us that BC was on a hold because of the chemical spill and that we cannot leave. And yeah, they just made us wait there.
Evacuated resident Leonard Cox says while shocking, wind conditions made him feel secure.
Well, he said the air is blowing the opposite direction from us, so we're upwind of it, so that's not a major concern to us right now. We just want to make sure everybody was safe.
Again, the residents were invited back into their homes around 2 p.m. Investigators are still working to figure out exactly what caused this hazardous incident at Crystal Clean. They say right now they're just thanking the neighbors that listened to the evacuation notice and were all safe. Live in Cayce, Cayce Gushu, News 19, WLTX.
Kiki, thank you so much.